We've been married 59 years. I married her on her 16th birthday, so now we have, her birthday is the same day, so we just had to buy one gift. She was beautiful. She is still. I knocked on the door, and she came to the door. She was mopping the floor. And I thought, oh, this I like.
On my knees.
Yeah, I was knees. She wasn't prepared to go anywhere because she didn't know I was coming. So I asked her if she would like to go out on a date. And she knew me because I played at a dance, and she was one of the people that came to the dance. So she knew who I was. So she asked her mom, and she said, yeah, okay, you can do that. So I took her out on a date for that first time. It was very wonderful. Matter of fact, it was absolutely fabulous. So anyway, we went on our date, and I took her back home, whatever hour that might have been, and went home, and I says, oh, she's the one that I really want to know more about. Went together after that for about 3 months, and I asked her to marry me, and she said, well, I got to ask my mom and dad. So we went back and asked, and her mother says, well, you might just as well, you're going to do it anyway. I wrote her a letter every day that I was in the service, never missed one day. And I numbered them from 1 through 10 so that she would be able to know which one came before the other.
Well, I thought it was kind of funny. How can someone find so much to talk about every day?
While I was in Korea and she went back to school, the school board had a meeting and decided it was okay if a married lady would to go into school. So they changed their rules and made that a happening. And she was elected homecoming queen. Their football captain usually escorts the queen, and he couldn't do that because she was married. So they had to call my brother to drive the car through the parade. We took her to the doctor, and they just couldn't figure it out. They thought it was a heat stroke at first. But then they ruled it out and says, no, I think it's Parkinson's disease. And so she started being treated with this medication that was pretty common for Parkinson's. And it didn't seem to have much effect, but the illness become more evident. And so as they progressed on, they decided, well, it's not Parkinson's. They call it Lewy body dementia. With the dementia part, it's something that you just have to deal with it and just work with it. And that's what we're doing. We're trying our best. And I'm a full-time caregiver. I don't mind it at all. I love it because I can take care of her. I don't want to put her into a facility where she's just a number or a person in a room. I want to be sure and make sure that she gets the proper care that she deserves.
It's just a constant something. And I don't think we'll ever find out what the solution is. But anyway. It's incredible that I have a man that will give me a bath, my other personal needs. And I know it happens, but you get isolated after a while and you don't want to go anywhere. It takes two cotton picking long to get ready to do it.
She has some good nights and some bad nights, and I can usually tell because I don't go to sleep totally. I'm awake listening for anything that she might call or ask for me, so I'll be sure I'm there. And so we get up and we give her her shower, get her breakfast, and get her dressed, and get her comfortable. And then by the time that we get that done, she's kind of tired again, so I'll put her back down for a nap for a little bit. And then I'll do the housework and clean up in here and get her ready to get back up again and for lunch. And then on Tuesdays, we have arranged so that she can go to North Shore Senior Center. And that in itself is a phenomenal, phenomenal thing. I can walk away from that and knowing that she's very well taken care of. And I don't know what I'd do without it. It never goes away. I mean, I lay her down to take a nap. I know she's comfortable, but I still can't walk away from it. I have to be alert and be ready to go. And at the minute when I hear a sound, I respond. There are days when I get really stressed out. I really get tired, and I find myself being short-tempered, and I have to wake up to reality that this is not she doesn't want to be there, and I don't want her there. So I have to make myself a wake-up call and say, okay, this is the way life is, this is what we're going to do, change and move on. And I find that my stress level sometimes gets pretty tense, and I don't like that.
I know that I would just fall to pieces if I didn't have him.
I made a commitment in April 1953 when the preacher read this little thing. He says, for better or for worse. And I agreed, and I'm sticking with that vow. I'm going to stick with it. So I'm going to help her and do whatever I can to make her comfortable.